Broadcasting from the Public Relations Department in Bangkok. Live from the Public Relations Department of the Royal Thai Government, this is Radio Thailand News.
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Today is Tuesday, July 20th, 2021. And this is Radio Thailand's Morning News Hour with me, Chawarat Yongasidanon.
And with me, Kajang Ritchard.
Starting off our national news this morning, the government adds 3 more provinces to the dark red disease control areas, where intensified movement restrictions commence today. Meanwhile, Jul.20 Royal Academy opens a small round of registration for Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine, which closed within 2 hours of launch.
And in the Global Digest, Space Jam: A New Legacy, which sees LeBron James team up with animated Looney Tunes characters, dunked on a competition with $31.6 million in net ticket sales.
On tech today, American businessman Jeff Bezos and his 3 crewmates engaged in a crash course of training in preparation for his company's Blue Origin's inaugural flight to the edge of space.
We will now give you the details on those headlines and many more.
In national news, Jul.20 Royal Academy has launched a small round of registration for people living in Bangkok, adjacent provinces, and 4 dark red southern provinces to reserve Sinopharm COVID-19 vaccine, which proved immensely popular as registration had to close within 2 hours of launch. Within just 30 minutes from the start of registration through the website sinopharm.cra.ac.th and the associated mobile device application at 8 a.m. on Sunday, the Academy revealed that the website had crashed due to high online traffic.
In this war against the COVID-19 pandemic, we all need to pull together to relentlessly fight off this crisis. With PTT's Giving Breath project, PTT Group will join the fight by providing lighting devices, medical instruments, and any other forms of support needed to bring this crisis to an end. PTT Group. Together, we breathe.
In 2020, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC, adopted the APEC Putrajaya Vision 2040, building on 3 economic drivers: trade and investment, innovation and digitalization, and strong, balanced, secure, sustainable, and inclusive growth. Thailand will host APEC in 2022 and drive the APEC priorities to realize an Asia-Pacific community that is open, dynamic, resilient, and peaceful. Let's work together to explore new opportunities. APEC 2022 Thailand.
Radio Thailand News broadcast from the Public Relations Department of the Royal Thai Government on FM 95.5 and FM 107. For advertising inquiries, please email us at radiothailand@outlook.com. Global News.
You're listening to Radio Thailand's News Hour. We broadcast live on FM 88, FM 95.5, FM 107, and online at nbt.co.th. Turning to our global headlines, Nepal's new Prime Minister won a vote of confidence in Parliament on Sunday, days after the Supreme Court reinstated the legislature that was dissolved in May. Parliament Speaker Akni Sapkota said 75-year-old Sher Bahadur Deva, who has held the office 4 times before, won 165 votes, exceeding the 136 required, with 83 votes against him.
The Warner Bros. Sequel to 1996 Space Jam surpassed forecasts, which projected the film would bring in $20 million in its first 3 days of release. Critics rebuffed Space Jam: A New Legacy, but audiences appeared to embrace the movie, awarding it an A+ cinema score. Space Jam 2 played in 3,965 cinemas in North America, while being available on HBO Max at no extra charge to subscribers. Jeff Goldstein, Warner Brothers president of domestic distribution, said the marketing on this movie really looked fun, and it helped alert audiences everywhere. The better-than-expected start for Space Jam 2 pushed last week's champion, Disney and Marvel's Black Widow, to second place on box office charts. The superhero adventure starring Scarlett Johansson brought in $26.3 million in its second week, representing a huge 67% decline. So far, Black Widow has generated $181 million in North America and $264 million globally.
The Ministry of Commerce has given an assurance that it is ready to oversee the price of antigen test kits for COVID-19, but is awaiting a Ministry of Public Health decision on whether or not the item needs to be price controlled. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Commerce, Jul.20 stated that the Ministry of Public Health must decide on the pricing of COVID-19 home test kits, as there is currently a choice of kits of varying quality. Because all available options must be reviewed to avoid an impact on users, as well as unnecessarily blocking imports.